This woman is standing in front of the glass, admiring the heavy rain, when she suddenly notices what looks like a human figure in the window across from her. The woman looks puzzled. She widens her eyes and looks carefully, only to see that there is actually a man over there staring intently at her. Just as the woman is about to get scared, her husband calls out to her. She thinks she must be too tired and seeing things, so she doesn't give it much thought and goes back to bed. The next day, the woman gets up, sits on the sofa, and turns on the TV, only to unexpectedly see a terrifying news report. There had been a murder in the building across from hers. The victim was a young woman. This reminded the woman of the man she saw last night watching her from the window. She hurriedly told her husband about what had happened. Her husband went over to take a look, but there was nothing across the way. He comforted her, saying it was probably just a coincidence. The woman didn't say anything more, not wanting her husband to worry too much. But this incident had already cast a shadow over her heart. When the woman walked down the street, she kept feeling like someone was following her. She stopped to look, but it was just a passerby. Was she just being too nervous? To relax, the woman went into a movie theater, but she had barely sat down when a man came in and sat behind her. The woman's sixth sense told her that this person was indeed following her. She was terrified, trembling as she turned her head to try to see the man's face, but afraid he would notice, she only caught a glimpse of his shoe. At that moment, the man actually leaned forward toward her. Overwhelmed by a strong sense of unease, the woman felt like she was sitting on pins and needles. She immediately got up and ran out, preferring to be wrong than to regret it later. After leaving the movie theater, the woman went to a supermarket. Just as she was about to pick out some items, she noticed a man watching her from across the way. Thinking he was just a passerby, she turned to leave. But before she had gone far, she realized that the man was following her. Cautiously, the woman turned her head to look and saw that it was the same shoes as the man from the movie theater. This frightened her terribly. She was now certain that this man was stalking her. Without delay, the woman hurried to leave, but accidentally knocked over a glass bottle. Hearing the noise, the man looked over in her direction, and the woman immediately hid in the nearby fire escape. She quietly peeked out the window, and sure enough, the man had followed her over. Just as the woman was at a loss for what to do, a supermarket staff member suddenly called out to her. The staff member told her there was a back door on the side, so the woman hurriedly left through the back door. When she got home, the woman told her husband clearly that she had been followed. Her husband found it hard to believe after hearing this, so he took her to the supermarket that very night. The two of them asked the staff to check the surveillance footage. From the footage, they saw that while the woman was hiding in the fire escape, the man was watching her from outside. However, her husband said that he might have just been looking somewhere else. The woman refused to let her guard down and took out her phone to snap a photo of the man. After they got home, her husband had to work overtime at his office, so the woman was left alone at home. But because of what happened during the day, she simply couldn't fall asleep by herself. The frightened woman called her husband, hoping he would come home early, but the answer she got was no. After hanging up, the woman went to the window, wanting to see if the man was really watching her from across the way. Fortunately, she saw that the window across from hers was tightly shut. Just as the woman was about to breathe a sigh of relief, someone suddenly knocked on the door.